the hip, y'all. Oklahoma at Iowa State. Oklahoma -2. The over and under is 55.5.
Yeah, I left my notes in my office on this one, but I'm gonna halfway shoot from the hip on this one now. This is so we got Iowa State. They're playing at home versus Oklahoma right now. I think this might be. Let me see we got a ranking here on Oklahoma. Are they ranked at all? No.
They're not ranked.
They're not ranked, right? So they're out. They're out. So I was trying to help our guy out in the chat know something. He was wanting to know an angle or a money line play. How to approach a money line bet in college. That's a loaded question. We know we can't bet money lines on sides. On totals because that takes it out of the equation. He's new to betting college football, so I told him a thing I like to do is basically take a ranked team at home, an unranked team at home that's favored over a ranked team. And that happens. It happens a few times during the college season. I was going to look at the board and let them know before we got out of here tonight. But to touch base on this game, Oklahoma, they've had their struggles. They've had problems with the defense. But I think not last week. I don't know what they did last week, but the week before they had a shutdown game where they blanked a pretty decent team, and now they're coming up against a pretty good Iowa State team. And we're so used to seeing Iowa State in this situation, playing at home, 20-point games. Oklahoma's offense isn't quite there yet. They've had some struggles up and down, so there's a lot of inconsistencies at OU right now. And Iowa State, they've been pretty steady, in their process. I think their offense have gotten better. The defense is always pretty good there. So, and then Ames is a tough place to go in and play. It's a tough place to go in there. And Iowa State being favored here, I figured maybe that's a good look for them, leaning that way with Iowa State, short number at home is where they like to be. When I'm involved with Iowa State, there's two scenarios I like to look at. I either like to be in a dog roll, catching some points, either home or on the road. Not too often you get points at home with Iowa State, but on the road, catching, better than 5, 6, 7 points. But at home, if they're laying less than a field goal, I'm playing Iowa State. That's like almost an auto play for me. So this is the look. That's why I wanted to talk about this game. Like I said, I don't have my notes for this one here, but I'm pretty sure that I like Iowa State here in this spot, laying less than a field goal. Only because of the fact, we got Matt Campbell, 7-year coach, right? 6, 7 years he's there. Venables first year, a lot of inconsistencies with Oklahoma, and Iowa State on the cheap at home. Even though Oklahoma has the potential to score some points, but I think Iowa State's going to control the line of scrimmage on the offensive side, and I think they're going to have their way with them. It'll be a lower scoring game, obviously, because we've seen Oklahoma put up 55 themselves, not against this Iowa State defense. And with Oklahoma's defense, I think Iowa State can dictate based on the offensive side. It's not going to be an easy game for Iowa State to win, but I think they'll squeeze it out. They'll come away with probably a 3 or 4 point victory here. Maybe something like, maybe 20. I think it'll be in the 20, like low 20s on both sides. If the game has to go over above 28 points for Iowa State, then they don't get the W. But if Iowa State scores, let's say, 24 or 27 points, I think they can handle business, and beat Oklahoma by at least 3 points here, 3 or 4 points. They'll hold Oklahoma's defense down a little bit here. So I like Iowa State -2.
Yeah, they're going to quit disrespecting Iowa State. I caught them with their hand in the cookie jar a few weeks back. I think they gave them a +6 or something on the road, or +7, some weird number.
Let's see what my numbers got on this one here.
I caught them on that one, and like you said, home dog for a team like Iowa State, you always want to be getting some points with Iowa State. That's a disrespect to Iowa State's defense. Like, they have really good defense that could cause some trouble for Oklahoma. Oklahoma has pretty much not much defense, and they could actually struggle at times. And this would give Iowa State offense a chance to develop. And that's the problem with their offense. Their offense is not fully developed yet. So maybe it's at home. This could be a homecoming game right here or something. It could be an opportunity for Iowa State to have a will to make some points out of it. But like you said, it will be a struggle. It's not going to come super easy, but I like that look, Big Ragu.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I'm pretty sure. I think the number opened at 3, and it's down to 2. But I think possibly, and here's the perfect example. Hey, but if Oklahoma was ranked, this would be the example. Something. This is a perfect example. Like Oklahoma is usually ranked this time of year, but they're not now. But this is an example where I think the wrong team might be favored. And I think not that I'm saying Iowa State's a lot better football team than Oklahoma, but it's just a spot play, in a situation like this where you got a good team that's playing at home, that's very capable, that I feel is a little bit better equipped to win this game. And I think the wrong team's favored here. I think Iowa State, if it wasn't, I mean, it is Oklahoma, but I'm just saying it should be about a pick'em game in my book, but I'm catching points at home. I'm an underdog at home in a quality team. Give me the home team, and you can sprinkle on them. And your money line would probably be here. I'm going to guess probably 125, 130 on Iowa State. I'm not looking at the numbers currently, but I'm going to guess at something like that. I'll check them just to make sure what the numbers would be here. So that would be my play. This is the perfect spot, something to do the money line, I think.